Armbar, I just got back the odd copy from our sponsors. Can you do the read for me?
Oh, boss, you know I can't read.
Right. Oh, look, it's Doubletail. Barry, can you spare a minute?
Sure. What's up? Also, I'm pretty sure I asked you not to call me Barry.
Well, Barry, our sponsors gave us this ad copy to read, and unfortunately our friend Armbar here can't read, so can you do the promo for us?
Sure thing. Hey there, sports fans. Baragon Doubletail here to remind you Bard Rock Cafe is brought to you by Dragon Master Games. Shop at their online storefront for your D&D and TTRPG products, as well as collectibles. We're now also partnered with Fanroll, who make high-quality dice sets, dice bags, trays, and towers, and other accessories. Follow our affiliate link and use code BardRockCafe at checkout to save 10%, and a portion of your order goes to support the show. Finally, you can also support the show directly by subscribing to our Ko-fi. Subscribers get access to wild rewards like exclusive bonus content, tarot readings from Rook, social media shoutouts, and tabletop games with the cast. As always, all the relevant links can be found in the show notes. Now, let's rock.
Support the show, or I'ma come near ya.
You can't threaten your listeners.
It's not a threat, it's a promise. Support the show, jabronis.
Alright, welcome everybody to a very special crossover one-shot episode of Bard Rock Cafe. We have one of our regular characters and 4 guest stars in one episode. So I hope you're all ready for hopefully a fun experience. We'll see how it goes, but first let's get everybody introduced. Let's start with Drupe.
Hey everybody, I'm Drew McLean. I'm normally on Agents of Damn, but today I'm guesting here, and I'm going to be playing Joey.
Alright. Amberlynn.
Hi, I'm Jackie or Jax. I have a podcast about mobile games called Fake Gamer Bro, and I am going to be playing Drupe, the gnome paladin.
Fantastic. Seth Cross.
Hey everybody, I'm the Seth Cross. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch under both of those handles. I'm a Magic the Gathering Commander streamer, and today I am going to be the shortest person in the room like normal. I am playing a hamster who is also cosplaying as a Ren Fair wizard.
Riley.
Hey everybody, I'm Riley Silverman. You can find me on Twitter at Riley J. Silverman. I do a lot of gaming, streaming, and podcasting, and I also have my very first Star Wars book, Exploring Tatooine, an illustrated guide, which is coming out this summer. So please check that out and pre-order it from your favorite bookstore.
Oh, cool.
Oh, and I'm playing Tzutzi, who is an Owlin cleric.
And my mortal enemy.
Just immediate, harsh tension in the group.
It'll be do you remember the Animaniacs where they did, the switcheroos of different, teams, and they, switched up whose partner was who, and it was Rita with Pinky from Pinky and the Brain, and all that happened was Rita immediately ate Pinky, and that was the end of the cartoon. It was what do you want to do tonight, Rita? And she goes, I don't know, and she eats Pinky, and then it goes, she ate him because Rita is a cat. And that was the entire cartoon.
Oh my god.
That show was gold.
So good.
Just requesting that somebody makes a perception check for me every once in a while. Checks the owlin's mouth, or I should say beak, for a tail.
I will make a perception check. You taste delicious.
No, not you. Anybody but you.
Just the what's in your mouth starts chewing faster.
What do you mean?
The Owlin spits him out. Impeccable timing, so. Okay, and rounding out our roster, we have our very own Hitoshiro.
Hi, I'm Justin. You can find me here doing this game, always. For anybody that this might be your first episode, I play Nadir, a very old elven sorcerer who is pretty much here for research purposes.
Awesome. So, as we go into our game tonight, this game takes place 100 years before the podcast, during the time of Troubles, when the gods walked the earth. They were cast out of their realms and robbed of their divine powers so that clerics and paladins couldn't use their magic. Wild magic was everywhere, and things were just a little crazy. Magic itself was becoming unreliable. Enchantments were not sticking the way they normally do. A lot of things happened. Our little corner is going to discuss one of those things that happened. Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon, has conscripted a group of adventurers to investigate a recently reappeared Netherese floating fortress. It appeared somewhere just to the west of Waterdeep, floating over the water and then over forests and land. And anywhere that it floats past, disease and rot seems to follow. The forest shriveled up. Animals were seen going a little crazy or dying. Bahamut also is hoping to find some news of an old friend of his, a copper dragon named Gerri, who was stationed there as a bit of a guardian many, many years ago. So, to help with this, Bahamut has given them a sigil, which allows them to access his power. So, our paladin and our cleric still have their spellcasting, despite the problems in the Time of Troubles. And as we begin, the party is setting out to reach this fortress. So, as you all make your way across the land, you see, when you're getting closer, you can see it floating up in the sky. It starts as a speck, kind of off in the distance, but as it is not floating extremely high, you begin to be able to make out features of it. And as you get closer, you start to notice you're feeling a little uncomfortable, right? Kind of like something's wrong, like maybe we're not in the best area. You might have sneezed here or there, like something's wrong. As you get closer, you start to notice there are bodies of birds just lining the road. A dog covered in mange running away. Until finally you get close enough that you're able to see directly up there. But your first task is to find a way to get up to the fortress. So, that's where we begin.
How high up is the fortress?
It's about 30, 40, 50 feet, somewhere in that range. It is brushing the treetops as it floats by.
Well, I can get up there very easily, but if the rest of you want to come, I don't know how to make this happen.
I have a rope. Could you tie a rope, Tzutzi, and we could climb the rope?
Oh, yes, I guess this would work. I guess I didn't think about the rope. We all have rope. I don't know why this did not occur to me.
Well, yeah, you never leave home without your 50 feet of hemp and rope.
It's been a long time since I've done any tree climbing.
Or ladder, apparently.
It's true, although I am looking
I don't know how well my back will take it.
Have rope, indeed. Right next to my Tinder box. Okay, well then let us do this. And so, yeah, Tzutzi flaps her wings and starts to fly up, looking for like a good place to perch to like stop. Like I think I'm looking for a area where I could land safely and also tie a rope so that like my party can climb up and join me.
Absolutely. So as you fly up, you see that there is high stone walls, and as you fly over, you can see kind of beyond the stone walls there is a large ring of sand, and in the middle there is a singular building. And if you try to fly too close, there is a wall of force kind of as a dome over where the wall is.
Okay.
There is a perch on the wall. You're able to tie a rope there and lower it. And there's a little bit of like land around the wall, and you do see there is a clear entrance.
Okay, I would look around before I just flew right to it and stopped to make sure like there's not like a window or something where someone could be looking at me and notice me immediately. I think I would be trying to be a little bit stealthy with this.
Okay. Roll perception.
Okay. Oh no, that's a 9. The first roll of the game. Out of the gate. Good stuff.
Okay. Well, with a 9, you do see there are a few windows on the main building.
Okay. Oh, quickly before we get too deep into this, are there any restrictions on language or things that I should be aware of so I don't mess up your editing later?
Oh no, we have the explicit tag.
All right, cool. We can say the fuck word.
Great.
Yeah, you can say the fuck word.
Huzzah.
Yeah.
Oh, the fuck word on all the fun words. This is good. Okay, cool. So yeah, I fly up. I think I like get up there. And I look for that perch you mentioned. That's like this little spot, and then I would land, and then I would get my rope out of my bag and start to tie it.
Okay. And without too much trouble, you attach the rope because it's not a difficult task, and you have all the time in the world.
Okay. And then I would toss the 50-foot rope down after it's tied so they can climb up.
Okay. You all climb the rope.
Yep.
Yes.
See,
I hamster climb it.
I will say like
Because of course you do.
Gerri is like by a pretty like wide margin the last one that managed to get up there. Like he's not like in great shape. He's got a little pot belly. Like you get up there and like he's doing that thing where he's like trying to pretend like he's not out of breath. So like he keeps spacing his words out weird. He's like, "Yeah, it was a good climb that we had." Good. Yeah. Feeling good.
Do you need to sit down for a moment?
No, Gerri's got it. I'm all good.
Yeah.
I'm all good.
It seems like you need a moment. I don't speak for everyone, but I think you need a moment.
I could keep going all day. He's already kind of like plopped his bottom down on the ground.
You seem broken. You just seem broken.
I'm completely fine. He's fully on his back, like looking up at the sky.
I've never felt better.
I'm at the top of my game, just like heaving.
This doesn't seem worth burning an insight check for. My passive insight of 19 should hopefully pick up
I
when
was
he's
about to
dropping.
say, if you have a passive insight higher than 5, I'll give you that one.
Okay. It seems like you are fine, and I like wink at the rest of the party. Like, I know what is happening here.
I don't think
Now
you seem
everybody
fine.
has to roll deception.
No, Drupe. It was sarcasm. I was dropping. I'm sorry. I apologize for not picking up this more clearly.
Oh.
See, I winked with my eye like this when I wink. Remember when we talked about before? When I wink, it means thing.
Okay, I don't got it. Wink.
Okay, we will go over this again, I'm sure, many times.
What are you guys winking about? Is it me?
No.
No! And then I wink at Drupe again.
Drupe just like dramatically winks back.
With like the whole face,
Yeah.
pretty much like squinting it.
It's like all of his armor's like shaking. He's flinging it out to wink. Full body wink.
Your armor like crinks whenever like.
So everybody, you have arrived at the floating fortress. There's about 20 feet of paved just walkway around a 40-foot high wall. And it just goes around an entire circle. And walk the length of it if you want to. Tzutzi, you flew up and saw that there is one clear gate.
Okay, I would have reported that to the party, I think. I think I would have told them the layout that you described. Does anybody have a plan? There is gates, but the gate is probably protected.
Well, if it's
Well, we won't know if it's protected till we go see it, I guess.
I concur. We should go
Is this
check
his
it
best
out.
plan?
if it's the only way in, then we don't really have too much of a choice, do we?
Okay, so you want to just expose ourselves to a possible attack and the bad guys. I get it. Okay.
Is that wink?
Wait, I have an idea. Is there like a place to kind of like duck behind, like near the gate, to kind of like peer out and look at it?
It's mostly circular, but I mean you can kind of press up against the wall and do your best.
So it's like a force dome around the entire thing, and this gate's the only like entry point into this force dome. There's no like other like spots like caves or like back doors or anything like that.
Well, so there's the 40-foot high wall, and to prevent people from just going over the wall, there is a
Who would
dome
do such a
of force.
thing?
I know, right? Maybe an owlin that can fly.
I feel metagamed.
So if I were to maybe look around the wall, is there possibly like a crack or secret passageway through wall that little ones could go through?
How?
I don't know why I'm talking to you in character, but apparently I'm just committed to this choice that I just made for myself.
No, that is your voice
No,
now. This is your
it
life.
works.
Bahamut, are you here? Tell me two questions.
Roll investigation.
Okay. Guess what is not one of my strongs? Oh, I got a 15, a flat 15.
Nice.
Okay. So as you're looking across the wall, how long do you want to spend doing this?
Probably. I don't think I would spend super long. 'Cause I know we probably have like pressing matters to attend to, but I think as long as my party would be patient with me to do it. So, do y'all think you'd let me have like 10 minutes to investigate, or?
Would I be right in assuming that you're taking like a flyby?
Yeah, kind of essentially.
Yeah, it shouldn't take too long then, right?
That should be fine.
Okay. So, taking 10 minutes to just kind of casually fly around. The wall is old and kind of cracked in places. You don't immediately see anywhere that, like, a hamster could fit through. But the wall is old, right? It's a Netherese fortress. The Netherese were around millennia ago.
Okay. So it'd be like finding an old like Roman ruin essentially nowadays.
Basically. Like, the wall is holding up very well considering how old it is. But it's still showing signs of age.
Does the wall itself look like it's
Okay.
warded in any kind of a way against purely hypothetical, like, any kind of blunt force trauma?
Roll investigation or arcana. I'll let you choose.
Okay. First roll of the game. Let's see what we get. Now I need to know what my investigation / arcana is. Let's see what that is. They are both plus 0. That's a 15.
That's what I got with mine.
Okay.
My investigation.
Taking a quick look at the wall, you do see, and you take a second, you scrape away some of the dust and the moss growing over it. There are a little bit of, like, sigils and runes carved into the stone periodically. And as you're looking at them, they do seem to be, like, preservation-based magic, which makes sense because this is ancient. But also, as you're looking at them, the runes themselves seem to be inert. Like, they don't seem to be powered at the moment.
Ah, dang it. Sorry.
Should I just hit the wall with
Alright.
my maul? I got a maul. See if I can crack
Go
into
mauls
it.
to the walls.
I don't know
I
if hitting and breaking hole in wall is any less discreet than walking up to the front door.
Besides, now is not the time for shopping.
It's true. We are not forever 21.
I don't know what I expected.
But think about it, they never expect it. You're over here, you're watching the front door like, oh, they're gonna come right through there, and then boom, from the side. Shorty squad.
They will definitely be surprised by us if we come through door or hole. Like, oh, who are you little guys? And then we will kill them all.
Well, if you don't break through the wall, then all we do is make a lot of noise.
It's true. is good point you make.
Are there any Kenny? Are there any small like creatures up here? I know obviously we saw the animals kind of looking sick on the ground, but is there anything up here?
Like on the platform with you?
Yeah.
Nothing that you see just with a quick cursory glance around. Most of the wildlife that you saw seemed to be running away.
Yeah, I kind of assumed, but nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Alright. Well, I am down to do whatever we want to do. I could make it, if we're trying to be sneaky, I could make it easier for all of us to sneak a little bit. But if we are looking to be more brazen, then go for it. I have enough ability for this.
Well, what if... And so we're only assuming the front is guarded, but what if we distracted them somehow?
Ooh.
I
have...
Can...
Wait, you can keep going.
Can anyone create large animals?
Huh.
Such as an elephant.
I mean, I could actually also create... I think two of us have the ability to make animals come out of nowhere, but... I could create, for example, jackal or ape or baboon, hypothetically, or black bear, for example, or tiger.
The gate, is it like a wooden door that you open, or is it like bars that you could, a small creature, such as myself, could sneak through?
It is two large stone doors.
One always tells the truth.
With a very large carving of a dragon's head on the front.
Okay.
Oh, but we're not looking for a dragon?
But we were looking for a copper dragon, not a stone dragon.
But this might be the house of the guy.
Feels very ostentatious to have your picture on your own door, but maybe that's how
dragons for you.
True, dragons are very egocentrical. They're so basic.
Yeah, that would be ridiculous. Like Gerri kind of like tries to tighten his vest over a t-shirt that says Gerri.
I was asking about the gate because, like, I do have invisibility spells, so I could have, if it was bards or something.
Well, what I was gonna suggest is that like we were talking about like maybe smashing through the wall. I do have silence, and if we're willing to take another 10 minutes, I can cast it without losing a spell slot.
Oh, this is a good idea, I think.
Oh, that is good, yeah.
Why don't we
do
find a
that?
spot? Yeah, we could go to a spot and we could cast this spell for silence and then just walk at the wall for a bit.
I do think that because we're going to be in an area of silence, the rest of us should probably be extra careful to keep an eye out, because if something is trying to sneak up on us, they can potentially, we won't hear them.
Yeah. This is a good idea. I think maybe I will stay just outside of the silence bubble, and then I will be able to go... I mean, you won't, but I could go, hey you, and then you will know something is happening.
Oh, this sounds like a foolproof plan.
I agree.
Alright, so, where along the wall are you trying to break? So there's, we'll say on the exact south end is the gate. Where along the wall are you trying to break through?
Whatever most weathered spot Tzutzi
the spot that would be most beneficial to us.
The best spot.
Is there a spot that says, please do not break open wall here because it will destroy the entire temple? Let's just do that.
Yeah. Is there a spot right near the self-destruct button?
Spot that says this pathway leads right to the goblin.
The spot where if we were doing speedrun strats, we'd try to like glitch through that wall, like that spot.
I will jump over the wall and then I will run and there will be 3 pipes and I will take 1 pipe towards the last level and then. Yeah, I think I would probably I think I would direct to the weakest spot that I found that we could access from where we're at right now.
So, by random dice roll, I have determined that the weakest spot was kind of just
front
above
door.
the easternmost... Right. Yeah, no. Directly left of the gate, no. kind of just north of the eastern end of the fortress. There's a spot of the wall that looked particularly just weathered and beaten down.
Awesome. And then which one of you was going to actually break through the wall? Who was going to be the one hitting it?
I was going to. I have a maul.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we agreed that Drupe was going mauls to the walls.
Mauls to the
Yeah.
walls.
I think I would walk up to Drupe before we kind of begin executing the plan, and I will put my hand on their shoulder, and I will go, "You are like VIP. You are like so good." And then I'm going to give them Blessing of the Trickster. So for the next hour, you will have advantage on any stealth checks. So try to break through the wall stealthily. You'll have an advantage on that.
Yeah, that's good. Because I have disadvantage, so now it's even.
Well, now you were basic, and now you are VIP. It's very good. And then I'll stand outside of whatever the silence bubble was, so I can keep watch because I have fairly high perception.
Okay. So, I would like Drupe, give me a stealth check, and I'll say 3 attack rolls.
Okay.
Then Tzutzi, give me a perception check as you keep watch.
Okay, I have a... Sorry, I'm making sure I'm looking at my dice right, because it's relative new dice. Trying to make sure if it's a 6 or a 9. I think it's a 9, because the dot's down by the bottom part. So, I got a 14 on my perception.
Okay, noted.
I got an 11 on my stealth, so.
Okay.
And then attack, that is a 19, 13, and a 2.
Okay. So the 19 does... It's not that the other 2 miss, right? It's a wall.
Yeah.
The 19 is a good enough hit to
sorry.
damage
I
the
forgot to
wall.
add in my stuff. 26, 20, and a 9. My bad.
The 9 does not do any damage to the wall, but roll damage for the other 2.
Okay. 7. 7. 14.
Okay. Looking at the damage that you've done to the wall, you think it would take you about 3 minutes of wailing on it-ish to actually, like, break through.
Let's see how long.
So right now it's just basically
silence lasts
like,
10 minutes.
So it's just like kind of broken in a little bit. There's no like hole through it or anything.
Well, there were, like, some clear chunks that came off. Like, the wall is definitely old and weathered and worn, but it is still a stone wall, right?
Yeah.
You are a very tiny individual trying to hammer a way through.
Well,
Let's
if
say-
you are in a hall of silence, perhaps more than one of you could hit the wall, and then maybe it will go faster. Although you can't hear me. Anyone who's in the silence realm will just see me going. So then I see that I realize that, and then I like point to multiple of them, and then I like make motions, like hit things, like team up, do things.
I would like to hold up my twig of a wand in protest.
I think I got something I can do that'll help. Depending on how Kenny lets me roleplay this out. If I transmuted Scorching Ray into ice, can I like do that like thing where ice gets in the cracks of stuff and it kind of pushes it and breaks it apart?
Oh, wedging.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Yes, I will.
Here's the question though: does Scorching Ray require a vocal component?
Oh man, yeah, it does.
Oh, sorry. Sorry to narc on my own team like this.
But
You're all good. I was just waiting for him to say it so I could be like,
can I
well,
do 2 metamagics on a single spell? Is that a thing?
you can.
Okay, yeah, then I've got subtle spell as well.
Cool.
By the way, If you're a cop, you have to tell us you're a cop.
I am not a cop, no.
All right, so yeah, Scorching Ray transmuted to ice to try and like crack stuff open more.
Okay, roll the 3 attacks. They go with Scorching Ray.
It's ice, baby.
It is ice, baby. 17, 9, and 11.
So, the 9 and the 11 just kind of skitter across the wall, not really hitting anything worthwhile. The 17 does manage to wedge itself into one of the cracks that Drupe made. Go ahead and roll damage for that.
7.
Okay. So he did some more damage. The crack gets noticeably wider. There's still a wall.
Still not enough room for Hamster to scamper through.
Not yet.
But I'm so tiny.
I like
If that
I look at this and see like how difficult it's looking, and like I look back at the rest of the party, and pull out of my pocket like a little stone carved elephant, and like do like a thumbs up, thumbs down, thumb in the middle, like to indicate like, yeah, no, should Joey do the elephant?
I thumbs up because I think it's hilarious.
Thumbs up.
I don't have thumbs.
Wait, what am I doing? I can use mold earth to affect stone.
I love that you burned meta magic.
For posterity, how many sorcery points did you just use?
Let's see. I know subtle only takes 1, so 2.
Okay. And a spell slot, a second level spell
Yeah,
slot.
it's fine. Nadir's old. He forgets things.
Yep. Do you?
Oh, that's so good.
So great. Good thing you have that prayer beads to help us heal
I
later.
know.
Right.
I forgot. I
so
don't normally
I'm guessing-
have that. I gained it when I when I went to 10 for this one shot.
So great.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna use mold earth, kind of put his hands and sort of ply the area apart very slowly, like molding clay almost.
Yeah. And that... It's going to take you about 20 seconds to get a usable hole through the wall. Just a couple recastings of mold earth. And because it does not have a verbal component, just a somatic, you can just do it.
Julie, do the thing.
So, there is
Well,
a...
that works out very well. You should have done that from the beginning.
Yes, well, I don't know. Yes, I should have.
It's okay. You couldn't hear that. We're still in silence.
Gerri just kind of pats you on the knee.
So, as you make your way through the wall is about 15 feet thick. As you make your way to the other side, there is another 10-foot stone pathway leading all the way around in a circle on this side of the wall. There is about a 120-foot sand-filled moat-looking thing. And on the other side, it looks to be the actual main building of the fort. And from this vantage point, you can see at the northern end of the fort is the entrance. And at that entrance is another carved stone dragon head. Looking far to the south, you see the initial entrance that you bypassed. What do you do?
Is there anything around that original entrance, like guards or things that we would have had to deal with if we went that way?
You don't see anything from this vantage point.
Oh, we went.
I need everybody to give me a quick Constitution save.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
Sorry, everybody except for Drupe.
Oh, okay.
Hamry got a 17.
You're fine.
So Tzutzi got the 16.
You're fine.
Oh,
I got a 12.
Oh, sorry. I too have gotten a 16.
Okay, everybody's fine.
But you had to ask, and I don't like
Yeah.
it.
So, okay, the sand could be trouble. I could make it easier for us to cross the sand without making ourselves as obvious, but it would be about all we have.
I just want to.
Well, maybe if one of us has some way to, like, shape or even mold the earth into something more.
That feels like crazy talk. Why would we have that and not use it on the wall to begin with?
I just want to say real quick, I have Aura of Protection, so while I'm conscious, I grant all friendly creatures within 10 feet +2 to all saving throws.
Oh, hell yeah,
nice.
man.
So I had 18. I had 18 though on that saving throw, which was
Yeah.
even better than 16. It's like
Yeah,
VIP.
I'm so healthy. I think I gained life.
So,
You were like walking VIP. You gave us all a special section. It's very good.
Miss healthy as a horse.
just
So how close?
just for clarity, like from where we are, like straight down and kind of around where we can see, there's no like guards or protection or anything that would be an obstacle of any kind, right?
So, what you see, you walked through, there is 10 feet of pathway that is just stone paved pathway. And then level with the pathway is just 120 feet far, just a moat of sand.
Okay.
And it's not level, like you think it's probably difficult terrain, but it's sand going all the way to the central area. That central building. That central building also has a ring of just a 10-foot walkway around it, and on the northern side of it is the door with the carved stone dragon. That is all you see right now.
So the sand is 10 feet away from us.
Yes.
Are there any chunks of the wall laying around from when we were trying to break through it?
I mean, Nadir, would you have left chunks of the wall on this side? You were molding
Not-
earth.
Not with the way that he molded it, but I don't know. Can I use mold earth to like just scoop up like a handful of wall, basically?
Well, so you are just molding the earth. So are you just like knocking pieces out, or are you kind
Well,
of...
are there pieces from when Drupe was hitting the wall like with force
Yeah,
before
that's-
we did that? I think that's what he
Not-
That's what I was more going for.
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
On the far side, like on the outer side of the wall, yeah, there's some petals where he hit it really good.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, we can go back out through the hole, right? Or did we mold it back together behind
No,
us?
there's still probably the hole.
Yeah, the hole is still there unless you explicitly tell me you are closing the hole.
So I'd like to go back real quick, grab a piece of the debris, and just kind of toss it into the sand, see if anything happens.
You do so.
Does anything happen?
It hits the sand.
Okay. I've seen Indiana Jones. Quicksand's a thing.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a thing to be worried about. I think you were very smart to be concerned.
Very good idea.
I'm going to fly a little bit so that I'm not touching the sand, because just because that's one spot where the block was does not mean the rest of the sand is not a problem.
Okay. So you're flying. What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast, just to be safe, I am gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on my party.
Nice.
Okay.
So everybody, you'll get a +10 bonus to stealth checks, and also if we do walk through the sand. So basically, we're all kind of shrouded in a little bit of like it's gonna be like there's a veil of shadows and silence that radiates from us, and then so we're just a little bit more cloaked. Essentially, we're not invisible, but we're harder to be detected. So we all get a +10 to our stealth checks, and you still have yours, Drupe. You still have your negating your disadvantage because that's good for an hour. And then basically, if we walk across the sand, there won't be any tracks left. Like, so we won't leave like footprints in the sand because of the spell.
Very good. Yep.
You are single-handedly going to make sure that Drupe makes one decent stealth roll by the end of this session.
Yeah.
I like to lift people up. I see potential in people, and I like to make them feel good about themselves. So yeah, I cast that. So I'm flying myself just to be safe, but I'm also making it so my party, if we want to cross the sand together, they won't leave footprints.
You're flying. Where are you flying to?
I'm staying with the party. I'm just saying if we cross the sand, I'm going to fly over it instead of walking over it.
Understood.
Using their natural something or other.
I think
I have wings.
I think Nadir is going to kind of walk up to the edge of the sand and start kind of like poke at it a little bit with his staff to see just how, like, can it support weight? It's not going to eat us. It's just sand.
Yeah, it's weight supporting. It's not like gonna fall out from under you.
I think
It's not. It's like walking at the beach, right? Like it's not super. It kind of it's loose sand.
Yeah.
Right.
I think we can just go.
Yeah, I think we're starting to be that meme where like Kenny has described a chair with a little bit too much detail, and we're gonna spend the next 20
We're like, what's
minutes
wrong with that chair?
trying to figure out why this chair is important. Yeah, so yeah, I think.
What is the gazebo doing right now?
Can we roll insight on a
Lying.
gazebo? What's the gazebo's true intention?
Oh, I think we should. I think we should go for it. She says as she flies. It is not at all threatened by the sand.
Yeah.
I really, really want there to be a sand snake monster now. I'm sorry.
I do too. It'd be very fun to watch.
Yeah, if
All right.
I mean Nadir's gonna go across. If nobody else goes with him, then he's not gonna go very far. But like,
I'll say Gerri is
Yeah,
right
Drupe-
behind you.
Drupe starts going.
Yeah, we're gonna, I think, start moving as a party.
Yeah.
Do you think conceivably that Tzutzi could pick up Hamry and carry him in her claws? Because she is an owl thing and he is a hamster.
Hamry would like to protest.
Okay, if he
Hamry would like to protest
if
a lot.
If Hamry would not let her do it, then she wouldn't try to do it. But I was trying to think of which member of the party could possibly be carried by me while I fly, and Hamry seemed like top of that list. The armored covered gnome, not so much, but the
You just triggered every fight or flight instinct Hamry has ever had in his life.
Hamry is halfway across this damn field as long as nothing stopped him. Cowering like a chicken shit.
Yeah.
Okay,
Tzutzi will fly, but she will make sure to be behind any members of her party, so that if something happens to them, she's not like the first one to experience it.
Well, okay, so just for me, you have Pass Without Trace up, which requires them to stay within how many feet of you?
I don't think I don't think that one has. Let me make sure. Let me double check the. I think it's everybody I cast it on around me, but Pass Without Trace, range. Oh, 30 feet of me. Yeah, so 30 feet. Sorry.
Okay, so is anyone leaving 30 feet of Tzutzi?
Nope.
I am at exactly 29 feet.
At all times.
All times. Just as a general rule.
I have never once threatened to actually eat this hamster. I do not know why he is so scared of me. She says as she looks at me.
It's the piercing owl eyes. That's what does it.
Oh,
The unblinking eyes.
Just like whenever Tzutzi addresses him, just like looks a little bit too long.
Accidentally calls him lunch every once in a while.
That look that, like, you kind of look through the person just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so as a party, are you guys crossing the sand?
yes.
Yeah, I think so. So that we can move the story forward, absolutely. Yes, we
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
And what if we all died right here and that was the end of the podcast?
Well,
We've broken history because now Nadir does not exist to be in the future story.
We just like cut forward. And he's like, and that's how I died. How are you back here? What?
He just vanishes. Next episode of Bar Rock Cafe, Nadir just fades away like Marty McFly.
Yep. That's how I would play it, too. Exactly.
No, they gotta. Then they'd have to go on
Where's
a time
Nadir?
heist.
Who's Nadir? Who? What?
I'm not Nadir, my name is Raiden. Like a different there.
Nadir's younger brother.
Nadir the first.
All right, we're walking on the sand,
Yeah.
I think.
All right, so Tzutzi, you said you were flying.
Yes.
Okay. The party
We're
gets
mostly
about
walking on the sand.
Yeah. So the party gets about 20 feet into the sand. And then Tzutzi, you feel it first. A gust of wind is starting to pick up. I would say you, and probably only you, have a chance to do something in response, as the wind seems to start whipping around very quickly. It is gaining speed rapidly.
Okay. Does the wind seem to be coming from like higher up, or can I detect the source of the wind?
It seems to be coming from your left.
Okay. I think I would probably use the opportunity to warn my party. I think there's not much that she can do to stop wind. So, yeah, I think that she would probably say, okay, be careful, something is happening right now.
Okay. So as the wind starts to pick up, you start to notice the sand is beginning to get stirred up as well. You all watch as the sand gets picked up into the sky, and you are currently being engulfed in a sandstorm. You watch as your vision fades into the sandstorm. You're noticing it is a cyclone kind of wind going around this moat, and it's spinning faster and faster and faster. Tzutzi, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. Oh, that's a 6, even with the bonus from our pal here, from Drupe.
Gotcha. Well, you all feel the effect of Pass Without Trace drop. As Tzutzi, you are buffeted by the winds and blown about 30 feet away.
Okay.
In a counterclockwise fashion, you are being blown further into the sandstorm.
Okay. Do I circle the whole moat and come back the other side? which way to the west?
You can, if you would like to. However you want to play it. So
Fly into the wind. Fly into the wind.
Yeah, I think I would probably. I think I can tell that I don't have the strength to fight against the wind, so I think I would try to ride it or glide with it so I don't harm myself. And yeah, I'll drop the concentration on that spell once I know that it's not helping my party anymore. Anyway.
Well, okay. So before you do that, I want to say above game. If they get back within 30 feet of you, they have it again.
Okay, then I will leave it on. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I'll keep it on because it helps me still. So why would I drop it? Yeah.
Also true. Drupe, you in particular, because you are just a ball of metal right now, you are noticing that your feet are starting to sink into the sand as it is being disrupted by the wind. Shortly after you notice this, the rest of the party, you're starting to notice the sand isn't as stable anymore. As it's getting kicked up into the air, you're starting to sink.
Oh, it was quicksand. It was just slow quicksand. Slow sand.
Do we have time to react at all? The rest of us now.
You all have a round of actions. What would you like to do?
I would like to cast Fly on myself.
Okay, you cast Fly.
And then I fly.
Okay, so you remove yourself from the sinking sand. As you get into the wind, make a strength saving throw.
Alright, with my -1. Oh, I rolled a nat 20. It was a 19, so with the +2, well, if we still have the +2, it'd be a 21. 21 or 19, depending.
If you're still within 10
You
feet.
have a -1 strength.
I am very little.
Okay. So, on Bard
I'm
Rock
adorable.
Cafe, I don't know if you guys know this, but anytime anyone rolls a nat 1 or a nat 20, there's a wild magic roll.
Gasp.
So, Hamry, you get the benefit of the very first one for today. You're a wizard, correct?
Yeah.
Roll 2d100s for me, please.
I got a 92 and a 53. So a 145 total, if that matters.
Okay. These are both kind of neutral. Which one would you like?
The most beneficial one.
Alright. You cast Sending on a distant creature for which you have nostalgic feelings.
I'm telling my mom I love her.
Okay. So, that is your wild magic surge, is you just cast Sending, targeting your mother. as you are able to fly successfully through the wind towards your destination on the far side. The rest of you, what are you doing?
How far is it to the other side?
Say again?
How far is it to the other side?
At this point, for the party, on average, about 100 feet.
Oh, dang.
So would something with like significant girth be able to withstand the sandstorm and just kind of like run through it?
You'd like to run through the sandstorm?
If there were a creature of significant like heft, could it do that without getting just like tossed around by the wind?
Well, remember the sand is also sinking.
Correct. The wind is only bothering you if you're trying to fly.
Oh, okay.
It's almost like he knew that someone in the party was going to have the ability to fly naturally.
I feel better, kid.
Plays Owlin, suddenly
Gonna be a
every
motto for
town
this,
has like 100 archers.
Man, the archer corps around here is just phenomenal. Benefits must be great.
So,
You get all the free arrows you
above-board
want.
question. Kenny, I got an above-board question for you.
Sure.
Is sand Earth?
It is.
Okay, I'm gonna just constantly... I can't do anything more than like a 5-foot area. But I just have a range of 30 feet. If I can try to like cascade mold Earth between the three of us to kind of keep us up, I would like to try and do that.
Okay.
Can I see if like this is a magic spell that is doing this, making the sand worse?
Roll Arcana or Nature, your choice.
Oh, they're the same. So, well, that's a 7. So I have no idea.
You do not.
And are there any plants nearby?
There are not.
Well,
I find our lack of foliage disturbing.
yeah.
I mean, do you need plants?
It was just an option I had for it, because I have plant growth. I mean, I would be burning a 3rd level spell, but I was just trying to, see if having plant growth, it's 100 feet radius, they make plants thicker, and I figured we could maybe use those to, like, anchor ourselves and climb, drag ourselves out if there were plants. Was my thought.
Okay. Oh, I can't do it. I can, like, make stuff bloom, but I can't make plants.
I'll say to kind of get this out of the way. The reason I shout out, oh my god, is because I'm not used to playing a ranger, and I saw Natural Explorer, I can just ignore difficult terrain. So I think I can just kind of beeline it for the other side.
So you cast Flight, correct?
No, that was me.
Oh, that was you, yeah. Alright, so you ignore difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Yes, you can start making a beeline towards the
Haha.
other side.
Yay.
Take that, laws of physics.
It doesn't look impressive. It just looks like, you know, he's just like waddling through the sand very quickly. Like, it sounds like it should be cool. He's just like,
It's in my shoes.
Wait, are you
It's in my
barefoot?
shoes. It's like the Lord of the Rings scene where everybody else is waist deep in sand and he's just walking along top of it. Like, the hell's wrong with you? Just get on top of the sand. Like, what are you doing?
I do still have rope. Should we tie rope to each other? That way we can keep each other, like, afloat?
Ah.
Maybe we should have thought that before we walked across the sand.
Yeah.
we should have tied the rope to the other side.
It feels a little bit too late
Alright.
now.
Yeah.
So you're asking the party verbally if they wish to use rope to tie each other together.
Yeah. That way if one person starts sinking, we could, like, drag them up easily.
Okay. You start to breathe in sand.
No.
That's just
I
not
would
very
help, but
nice.
Gerri is 25. No, Gerri is 50 feet away.
Actually, that's a good point. So, Gerri, you're ignoring difficult terrain, which is fine. You make it to about 60 feet total into the sand, and then after that, you're actually having to work against the sand, as it seems to be pulling you towards the center.
Oh no. That is large bad. Did I get past the sandstorm?
Not with 50 feet. You had 100 feet to go.
Dagnabbit.
And the last 20 of it, you were having to work against the sand, pulling you towards the center. So, just at the 60-foot line, that's like the center of the moat, the sand seems to be drawing you guys towards the center of the moat.
Oh, so like towards the...
Is that
Wait, like, so...
Away from away from either end where there's, like, stone walkways, it's trying to pull you towards the deepest part of the moat.
Gotcha.
is that also true for the two of us affected by the wind? Are we?
You are just being buffeted by wind, but... Oh, okay, I got you. Yes, it is trying to pull you towards the center. It is trying to pull you away from safe harbor.
Twin's a jerk.
Alright, what's everybody doing?
Our best, Kenny.
Yeah. How
Why is it not
hard
good
of a
enough
force
for
is
you?
it?
Alright, say again.
How hard of a force is it that's like pulling us back?
I will say at the end of each of your turns, it is going to pull you 10 feet towards the center.
Okay, then we can just keep going.
I will also say, Nadir, because you're using Mold Earth to kind of counter the effect of this, saving throws to move through the sand or to avoid sinking will be made with advantage, and I will reduce that pull to 5 feet.
Okay.
Not for the ones flying, though, because
Obviously, yeah.
y'all are doing your own thing.
Also, I'm only cascading it between Drupe and myself because Gerri has definitely run farther than the 30 feet away from us.
That is correct.
But easier mentally between two people than three.
True.
I think Tzutzi is trying her best to not work completely against the wind, but so if it wants to blow her all the way back around again, like a clockwork kind of thing, then I think when she comes back around, that's when I think she would do that, and then just try to, instead of like trying to fight against the wind, she would still try to move her way forward. Like that's the only way she's trying to she's not trying to move left or like if the wind's blowing right, for example, she's trying to go right but also up.
Your goal is just to get to the center.
Yeah.
Understood. Alright, so you move half speed towards the center.
Okay.
Oh, I've got
Alright.
I've got one, I think, for my... So you said I've got, the last 20 feet that I'm trying to close, right?
So you guys started... The sandstorm started when you were 20 feet into the moat. And you've moved another 50. So you have 30 feet to go. No, you have another 50 feet to go before you get to the other side.
50.
Because the moat is 120 feet wide.
Can I make it to Tzutzi from where I am? Because I was having an easier time with the wind.
Sure, yeah. If you would like to move, you're not struggling like Tzutzi is, you're in control of yourself. You can absolutely ride the wind over to where Tzutzi is.
Like how far are we from the edge? Once I get to Tzutzi?
So, the wind is pulling you 10 feet towards the center, and, you're rotating counterclockwise. You're not moving. So at this point, you would be 90 feet from the far side instead of 100 because it's pulling you towards the center.
So I'm going to get up to Tzutzi, overcome my immense fear of birds, and try to cast Dimension Door in order to teleport us. It could be, I think, up to 500 feet away, so I'm just going to get us to the edge.
You can absolutely do that.
Okay, great. Yeah.
We out.
Turns out
The
I
two
also
of
have
you
that
just
spell.
bamf your way. You are just standing on the center platform.
So I just want to paint this picture that the bird entered the storm flying, got swept up. The hamster then flew, had an easier time, and then got us out of trouble. Just saying, hamsters for life.
Somewhere out there, Hamtaro nods in agreement.
Once we get to the others, as we're mentioned during, Tzutzi eats Hamry because that's like the scorpion.
You know what? It was a good game, but y'all have a good night.
Sounds like a beat of silence and
And then I
wow,
choked to death.
You saved my life.
Such a beautiful moment of character growth. Immediately just regret it.
Yeah. So yeah, if I can dimension door with Hamry, then I will go with them.
Well,
Yeah, I could
oddly
take,
enough, this whole party is size small creatures. So yes, you can dimension door.
Actually, isn't Hamry tiny?
I didn't actually get the
okay.
timing status because I didn't want to
Yeah, okay.
reskin it.
I want to
but,
make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
He's a very big hamster. He's like guinea pig sized.
I mean, I don't want to, toot my own horn, but toot.
Like, if you look at this hamster, he's like just
No,
straight jacked.
It's pronounced Tzutzi.
Oh, well, I tried.
Okay.
I don't want to zoot my own zoot or zoot my own Z.
Hoot hoot.
It was funnier in my head, I swear.
Okay, so 2 of you have made it to the far side. Nadir, Gerri, and Drupe. Really, it's Nadir and Drupe together, and then Jerry's just booking it.
Yeah.
So we'll do Nadir and Drupe. You both are just moving closer to the other side, correct?
Yeah, I think I take out my pike because it's longer and like try to see if that will help me get any more stability as I move forward.
Sure. And as you try to push against the ground, that just gets swallowed by the sand, and you just have to pull it back out.
Okay, well that didn't work.
Alright. So Drupe and Nadir, you are 50 feet in at this point. I need both of you to make either an athletics or an acrobatics check as the sand is trying to swallow you to stay above ground.
Oh, hey. Surprisingly acrobatic old man, 17.
Dirty
You're
20.
fine. You're fine. Alright. Both of you just managing to stay on top of the sand even though it's becoming more and more unsettled and starting to swallow you. Gerri, you were 50 feet away. The sand pulls you back 10 feet. You're now 60 feet away from the other side.
Do I
Make a athletics or acrobatics check to stay above the sand.
Alright, let's see. Let's go acrobatics, since I'm not very athletic, as we've seen. Ooh. That is no good. That's gonna be 8, my guy.
As you're starting to walk, you notice the sand is starting to grab hold of your legs. You are currently restrained. You cannot move. The sand is now up to your tiny, so I'll say your waist. So you need to get out first before you can get to the other side.
Do I see anything that looks like
Additionally,
I could, fire an arrow with a rope attached to it, into it?
Well, as this is happening, the sandstorm is picking up. The area is now heavily obscured. You cannot see. Furthermore, none of you held your breath, which means we are on a ticking clock before you begin to suffocate on the sand.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh no.
And that would be a bad thing.
I mean, yeah. So, Tzutzi and Hamri, y'all are fine. Let me know if you want to do anything. You are looking at a wall of sand that stops exactly at the edge of the 10-foot walkway around the center island.
Okay. And we can't see our party from here because of the sandstorm?
Yeah, the sandstorm is heavily obscuring everything in that 120-foot area.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a science question for you, Kenny.
Sure.
What happens to sand when it's electrocuted? It kind of turns into glass, right?
It does.
Can I try a shocking grasp on the sand and see what happens?
Okay.
I
always think I know what to expect. Alright, so you shocking grasp. And I'll let you, as a reaction, try to grab what you create.
How would I do that?
Roll. So you do shocking grasp. Just as a reaction, roll an athletics check. You try and grab whatever it is you created with that.
An athletics check. Why do you hate my tiny hands? It's 13.
Yeah, sure. So you pull out just a little, spiky, crackly piece of glass. Inside the glass is what looks to be just odd lights dancing around.
That was not exactly what I thought was going to happen. I didn't know what was going to happen, but that wasn't quite it.
It is very pretty. The thing you made is very good. You can probably sell it at a flea market or a carnival and probably make some money off of it.
Hamri and Tzutzi, roll a nature check.
Nature check.
This is not miss as long as it doesn't like being out in the doors.
22.
Oh, that was not bad. 16.
Okay, so you both recognize that the sand reacted very strongly to the magical effect. Normal sand would not react quite that quickly or that powerfully to just a shocking grasp spell, right?
Yeah.
This sand
Also,
seems to gravitate towards it.
Theoretically, because I have shocked the sand, there's a tiny amount less sand in the moat. So I can
Sure,
just shock
yeah.
and grasp it for...
You definitely have
6
time
hours
to
later,
do.
you're still shocking
Yeah.
the sand. Your party is drowned in sand.
Hey, I'm trying, okay?
I know. I have nothing. I'm looking at all my stuff, trying to figure out if there's anything Tzutzi can do from the sidelines here, and I can't think of anything that she could do.
The most I could do is try to, like, fly back in and dimension door people out, but I don't have the spell slots to be able to do that.
That
I
might
can
be
do that.
rough on the rest of this game.
If lightning works, I have the Javelin of Lightning that extends out from you to a target with 120 feet, 5 feet wide.
You do.
I guess I could try to use my one charge on that and see if that works.
Oh, could you make like a walkway of glass to top the sand?
That's what I'm thinking.
That's kind of what I was hoping for with the shocking grasp, was like I could do 5-foot increments, because it's a cantrip. I could cast as many times as I want. I was gonna make like a little glass bridge to you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, when I hurl it and speak my command word, I guess to make this work, I throw it and, try to get it out to that, forming a 5 foot wide. It was 120 feet. So I'm trying to get to the end, because we were, how far in? 30 feet? 50 feet?
So you guys are 50 feet in.
50 feet, so that's 70 feet to the other end. So, that's what I'm gonna try to do.
Okay. Tzutzi and Hammer, you both watch as this lightning javelin just launches out of the sandstorm. It just embeds itself about like an inch or 2 inches into the stone wall behind you. What you see is not necessarily an even walkway, but you do make kind of a ragged, tunnel-like barrier of glass from the sandstorm. So I will say for this round, you're able to move your speed without impediment and just book it, using that before the sand wears away the glass barrier.
Oh, I guess that means that Drupe is still alive. This is good news.
So that is Nadir and Drupe.
I was like, yeah,
If she dies,
I'm
I get herself.
absolutely following before that thing falls apart.
Hey.
Gerri, because you're right in front of them, there is suddenly a glass barrier kind of slowing the hurricane down. And it's also something you can grab hold of if you would like to.
Gerri definitely does do that.
Okay. Roll athletics to pull yourself out at advantage.
Alrighty. Dice, don't fail me now. That is a 14.
So you pull yourself out of the sand. You still have your full movement because you got out as your action.
I also like Gerri, like he pulls himself out. Am I like inside the little tunnel, or am I on top of it or something?
Yeah, you're inside. Like, it's not like this perfect tunnel, right? Like, it's just this jagged, uneven thing.
He like pulls that out. And he's like he spits out some sand and then like vomits a bunch more sand and it's like Joey, and then it runs. This just books.
Okay, so I think all of you except for Nadir have 25 feet of movement,
Yep.
correct?
I have 30. But
Oh, okay, so Drupe has 30.
No, that was me. I have
Tzutzi
25.
has 30.
Oh, okay. So, Drupe and Gerri, you are both right at like 90 to 100 feet. You're just almost to the other side. Nadir, you're 10 feet from the edge.
I don't know if this would work, but I think after seeing the shocking grasp have an effect on the sand, and you said it was like a magical effect, I think I might try to use Sacred Flame to kind of bolster the... Like, I'll cast it in, like, sort of like, if the Javelin and the shocking grasp created, like, a barrier, I'll cast Sacred Flame, like, in front of the barrier to kind of further block the sand from hitting, like adding to the barrier. I'm trying to reinforce the barrier with Sacred Flame.
Gotcha. So you cast Sacred Flame. Those of you inside the barricade, you see the Sacred Flame kind of fall apart in the sand, but as it hits the glass, it kind of seems to dance around inside the glass itself before dissipating.
Okay, so nothing really, there's like no major effect from it, just like a visual.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Worth a try.
How close are they now to us?
10 to 20 feet. So they managed to get a full round of dashing in.
And they're still within the
Yes.
winds and everything? Okay. I turn to my mortal enemy, and do we want to go back in there to get them?
Maybe we could toss the rope, and then they could grab the rope and we could pull them out, and that way we're not putting ourselves at risk and possibly not being able to help them, you know?
Yeah. It also should be easier now that we're back inside the Pass Without a Trace range, right?
Oh yeah, are they within 30 feet of me now?
Actually, matter of fact, they are.
Yeah, so I think that would help.
Yeah, I mean, I think we just, power on through.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll throw, since I already have my rope out from earlier, like on me, I think I would just chuck that back at them to kind of give them aid to get through faster.
Alright, so I do have to ask, does anyone have a Constitution modifier of 1 or less?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, well, Hammer, you're fine. You're out of the sandstorm. So, Nadir, you are now suffocating.
Okay.
But as this is the last round inside the sandstorm, you're able to get out and, cough up a bunch of sand. It is a struggle, but you all manage to push through the sandstorm to the other side. And the minute the last party member gets out, the sandstorm dies down. It goes right back to the sand moat that you saw before.
Oh, we should have waited longer for it to pass, and then it would have been fine.
It probably triggers off of organic material.
Gerri has turned his boots upside down, is pouring sand out of them. He's like, I do not like this dungeon anymore.
Yeah, Drupe just kind of shakes and a bunch of sand just comes out of all the different crevices. This is going to be a hassle to clean later.
Oh, no, here, I will do this, and I have thaumaturgy, so I'll use thaumaturgy to, help clean up people.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So, you are now at the main building. It is just solid stone wall all the way around. There are some windows on the sides, and there is the front door. Again, with the giant carved stone dragon head.
I guess maybe the door this time? I don't know. I don't know how else we could get in.
Not it.
I'll go check out this door, see if I know anything, see if it looks suspicious at all.
I will stick fairly close to him because I did put that. I mean, I do have Pass Without Trace still up because it lasts for an hour, and
Gotcha.
Between that and the Blessing of Trickster that I already gave him, hopefully that would help out a lot to not be so exposed walking up to the door.
Okay. So you approach the door. Are you approaching stealthily, out in the open? What are you doing?
Tzutzi will be stealthy, but how would Drupe?
Yeah, Drupe isn't going to be stealthy. Drupe's just going to kind of walk up there.
And as you do, Tzutzi, you can tell, she rolls her eyes, I just did a thing for it. Oh, do what you're going to do. It's fine. No, whatever. I'm an unappreciated member of the party. It's fine.
I'm just imagining a little cloak of shadows and metal with little Mr. Crab's legs just scuttling along forward, completely unbothered by anything.
As you approach the door, the dragon head opens its eyes. There's a glowing flame there, and you hear a booming voice begin to speak. It says, "What strength and force cannot get through, I with a gentle touch can do, and many in the street would stand, were I not a friend at hand." And then the door goes.
Is the answer masturbating?
The door
Dang
remains
it.
shut.
I mean, it always is, but not... I mean, it's always good to do, but...
I'm sorry, I felt like it was right there. I had to.
Is that how you feel about masturbation on a regular basis? It's right there, you have to do it, because this constitutes problem with self-control and discipline, and maybe...
Hey, what Joey does in his private Gerri study during his private Joey time is Joey's business.
We can all hear you, though.
Well, then shut your
I switched
ears.
to the Gerri accent for a second there.
I told you not to look at me while I'm doing it.
That's a phrase that's on the podcast.
You're welcome, Kenny.
Epi, we just opened up a gift shop to help raise funds to rebuild the Bard Rock. Look at this fancy new design.
I'd love that on a new t-shirt.
You are transported to a world of t-shirts, all identical. You can feel your sense of self slipping away from you as the shirts reach out and grab you and assimilate.
I cast Dispel Magic.
Epi, where'd you go?
Wild magic. Don't ask, it was terrible. So, where's the gift shop going to be?
Oh, well, we have two storefronts, bardrockcafe.redbubble.com and tpublic.com/users/bardrockcafe, so anyone can support the Bard Rock.
You know, the coffee mug is really cute.
And that's not all we sell. We have t-shirts, hoodies, children's apparel, baby
Bard
onesies,
Rock
notebooks,
Cafe's gift shop
collections.
is now open. Sales go to support the show, so if you want to help out and also get some cool Bard Rock Cafe merch, go check it out.
And that's everything we had so far. Epi, are you listening?
Did you say something?
I completely forgot about the riddle because I was making reservations.
What are you talking about? We tried to answer it once.
I'm sorry, could you say it one more time? I'm so sorry.
It's in the
It's in the
thank
chat.
you.
It's in the
Thank
chat.
you
It's
so
in
much.
Yeah,
the
it's in
Old
Look
Troubles
at that.
Discord. That's why I was reading it.
Yeah. I can only think of wind because we just dealt with that.
I was thinking that too, but I was wondering if it was
Yeah.
too obvious.
It does seem too obvious, but
Yeah.
I
mean, if it's right, it's right.
yeah, I have because I think I have resistance against damage from spells, at least, so I can try it, and if a spell hits me because it's wrong, maybe it'll be better.
Okay. Well, I will say, you tried the answer masturbation, and there was no angry spell in response.
Oh, that's
That
true.
would have been great. Is it masturbation?
That would be
Boom.
hilarious.
No.
Is it the wind?
The door remained shut.
Well, time to pop out the old
Sucks.
dictionary.
I thought you were gonna say the mall again. Well, we answered it once. It didn't open. Brute force it is.
Well, we tried it the easy way.
Yes, I called my mall the dictionary. I called my mall the dictionary because it
Yeah.
defines the will of combat. Okay, so
Because it's got all the answers.
if strength of force cannot get through, what makes things gentle to get through if strength and force do not?
I can't make more
Oh.
jokes. I have to contribute.
No,
I have to
Gerri,
contribute.
Gerri, we understand that you want to masturbate. We have tasks to do, Gerri. You do that on Gerri time later.
I'm showing my weakness in that. Like there's no brain inside this head. It's just like a bunch of dumb jokes. That's all I've got. That's all I am.
I'm not super intelligent as a character, so I'm trying not to play her as too. She's wise, but she's not smart, and so I'm trying to that's why I was like, the sand is stopping now. We should have waited for it to stop before we went.
Gotcha.
Shoot, I think I know it, but I don't know if Tzutzi would know it.
So, this is one of those, if you the player know it, go ahead.
Is it a key?
It is. And as you say it,
Oh.
the carved dragon head seems to grin and then fade back into the stone as the door opens.
Oh, see, it's because this strength, you use a gentle key instead of a breaking door open.
Oh, and people are standing in the street waiting to open the door.
Oh.
Yeah.
People would never be able to go into their homes to masturbate if there were not keys to get into home. It's all brings the
Yeah,
whole
my
world
next
together.
my next guess was gonna be lotion, so that's probably better.
There it is.
I will say I am glad that you have evolved to lotion, because when you were going dry, it was dangerous for all of us in earshot. You seem to be doing a lot of damage to yourself. So, good for you.
Yeah,
for
there was one day I
evolution.
thought I was going to start a fire.
We all did. Yes, I had to heal you, and it was not a memory I want to keep. Okay.
Greater restoration can only do so much.
I tried
Spoken
protection from
from
evil and
experience?
good, and it did not do what I thought it would do. Now I'm turning into Janos from Ghostbusters 2. There are many advantages to being the father of a living god. All right. Okay. If the door is unlocked now, I think we would go ahead and try to go in.
Okay. Before I describe the room, as the door opens, I need Constitution saves from everyone but Drupe.
That's,
Oh, no.
16.
I got an 8.
So we have the plus 2.
Oh,
from
18.
Drupe, right? So
Oh.
I have 19.
I got a 10.
Plus 2, so I have 21.
All right, so I hear a 10. I hear ridiculous numbers.
Also
Nadir,
21.
what'd you roll? Okay. Hamry.
You
You,
did.
Don't
you
sigh.
suddenly begin to shiver, and it feels really cold. You are now running a fever.
Oh no.
It's
Little
cold
hamster
in
with a
here.
fever.
Oh.
You now have
Achoo.
disability. You have disadvantage on ability checks.
Wow.
Going forward, because you are now diseased.
Well, on the good side, I will not want to eat tainted meat, so you are safe from me eating you in the future because you look gross. You look like rotten meat.
Yeah, I'm not very appetizing anymore.
No.
I have lay on hands that can use 5 HP to cure a disease.
Okay. You do so.
Here you go.
Nice.
And just as quick as it came on, the disease passes.
I just give you a little pat on the head.
Oh, this is good news for me too.
Wait, hold on. Put it back. Put it back.
I've reconsidered. Okay.
Luckily, I am well fed before we go on adventure, so it should be fine.
All right. The party has opened the door to the main compound. As you look inside, you see dust-covered floors, mold growing on the walls, and a large desk with what looks to be some kind of automaton sitting behind it. You do notice there are 2 light sources coming from either side of the door. You can't see them just yet, but the room is lit. Do you walk into the room?
Yes.
Okay.
The hamster's not going to be the one to go first.
Sure. So, as you walk into the room, the automaton seems to, with a loud creak, come to life, like it hasn't been oiled in a very long time.
Somebody get the lotion.
And it says something in a language none of you understand. Then there's a pause. Then it says something in a different language. Do any of you speak Draconic?
Goddamn
No.
Okay, another language that none of you understand, but you recognize as Draconic. Then a pause. Then another language. Do any of you speak Primordial?
No.
Perhaps it would be faster if you asked us what languages we speak. No, I'm saying this to the automaton, not to you. In character. Like, I know what you're doing out of character is right above board is great. I was just in character, just like, maybe it'd be faster if you asked us what we speak, and then we could just tell you what we think about things.
So, the automaton does not respond to you. Instead, it keeps repeating in different languages what it said. So, going down the list, we went Primordial, Celestial.
Oh, I speak Celestial.
Cool. It says in Celestial, "Hello. Please verify that you understand what I am saying."
I respond back in Celestial. Yeah, I caught that one.
"Hello. Welcome to the Time Lock Prison. It has been days since our last accident. Please present your credentials."
I think it's been days.
Uno momento, por favor. Jerry.
What is it saying to us, Jerry?
It's asking us for credentials, so, I don't have those. I don't know if any of you guys do.
Can I
Which-
do, like, a history check to see what kind of credentials, like, what exactly might be asked here?
Sure. You know that this was a prison of some kind, and that the dragon was stationed here as kind of the warden.
Okay.
I will also say, now that you all are inside, looking behind you in either corner of the room, like behind you as you walk in, are 2 golems made entirely of glass. Inside these golems, there are flames that seem to dance around just across their arms, through their chest, to their extremities, to the head, just fire dancing inside the glass. They are standing there just waiting.
Menacingly.
No, neutrally, just standing.
I'm a hamster. Everything's menacing to me, Ken.
There you go.
Is this
Especially me. How are you doing now that you're so healthy and strong again?
Did you just call me meat?
No, I would never call you this.
I would like to hide behind somebody.
do these golems have the same sort of effect as when Sacred Flame was cast in the glass outside?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know what that
Maybe
means
that's how
yet.
That might be how they make the golems.
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be like, magical energies in the sand and like celestial, godly energy animating them.
Yeah.
Time to make the goals.
Yeah, so can we just go back outside and like make some reinforcements?
The automaton continues to speak. I would like to ask again for your credentials.
Gerri and Celestial says like, hold on, I think they're in my other pants. Let me get it real quick. I will get those to you real quick.
Sorry. Now I'm doing your voice again. What is
It's catching.
Could you ask it if it could show us what the credentials should look like? Because maybe I could do like a copy of them, but I need to know what to copy first.
Could we just say Bahamut sent us? Does that work?
Sorry, I also remember, Drupe, you asked to do a history check, correct?
Oh yeah, I rolled that and it was a 4.
Yep, nope,
So-
you got nothing. Anyway,
I
carry
got
on.
nothing. That's
Trying to help you out.
I know. It's just
You're pretty sure this place has history.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
seems kind of old, maybe.
This ancient floating whatever it is has definitely
Yeah.
been around. Who has the sigil actually on them? The one that Bahamut gave us.
Oh, he did give us the sigil, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
I imagine it'd either be near Tzutzi.
Okay. It won't be me because it's probably bigger than me.
Yeah.
You probably would not have given it to me because you think I would have sold it. So I think it's probably your Drupe who has this thing.
Okay, yeah. Is this what you want? And I like pull it out and I like show it.
Like a badge.
Yeah, like a badge.
These credentials are, and it seems stuck in a loop for a second.
Good?
It is so excited to get these credentials from us that it does not know what to do with its own glory, its own joy.
Alright.
Can we just slowly inch past it while it's like caught in its loop?
Would you like to?
What'd you say?
Would you like to?
Oh, I think Tzutzi definitely tries to.
I'm
I mean,
so
she still
worried
has
about that
pastel.
lilt in your voice.
Yeah.
I will
the
say
fact,
the pastel tray should still be active.
It is.
So
the fact that you asked makes me want to say no, but
I'm gonna say that in character, Tzutzi still would have done it because I don't want to metagame. So I think despite the lilted DM, I think that I definitely would try to do it. Stealth, like sneak past it with some
I
stealth.
think
Okay.
Drupe is still just like holding it and like having it at various angles, turning it upside down to like this right here, pointing.
I think
Is
she
this
would
it?
actually use the fact that her party is in front of the automaton, like focus, like for it to look at as like a way of like she's like,
distraction.
yeah, like oh, its attention is focused on the rest of my party, so I will try to get past it while it's doing that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your stealth.
Okay.
With all the bonuses and everything.
Yeah. Okay, so I started with a plus 16, and then I rolled an 8, so that puts me at 24.
Okay. The automaton does not seem to pay you any mind. There is a singular door on the right side of the room.
Okay, I will go over to the door and try to check it for traps. Am I now more than 30 feet away from my party?
The room is not that big. I'll say you're just within 30 feet.
Okay. Because it would be funny if I, walked away and then you, see this, shadow move away from them all. Yeah, okay. I will go ahead and check the door to see if it looks like it's trapped.
Roll investigation.
Okay. I'm going to use a spell before I do that. I have a spell called Borrowed Knowledge.
Okay.
That allows me to... Wait, let me make sure it's not concentration. It's not concentration. Okay, so I don't want to, drop my... Oh, well, this works for an hour, too. This is nice. Let me burn this. Oh, you know what? I can't, because it requires a book worth at least 25 gold pieces, and I did not put that in my inventory, so never mind.
I mean, you would have known you had that spell. I'll let you retroactively purchase that book.
Okay, let me take the 25 gold out of my... I definitely have plenty still left over.
Yeah, I gave you that gold to buy spell components and stuff, so...
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll remove 50 gold, so I have 2 books now.
I trust
you. Yeah. I was trying to be I didn't want to I didn't want to cheat, so I was like, wait, I didn't do this, so I will take the punishment. Okay, so I will cast this spell. This means that I now have proficiency in investigation for the next hour.
Awesome.
So cool. So that means I get to add a +2 to this. But it only was a 9, so all that was not really worth what I just did for it, but that's fine.
You don't believe it is trapped?
Okay. I say to the party, I go, I think it is okay. If you sneak past it and does not notice your gold, then I think we'll be fine.
So, as you speak to the party, the automaton snaps looking over to you and points and begins making this pew, pew, pew noise, and it points at you. And the 2 golems seem to get prepared to attack. The automaton goes in Celestial, Intruder, present credentials or be annihilated.
She's with us.
These credentials. These are good. These credentials.
He looks back at the ring and goes, "Those credentials are
good."
Hello, welcome to the Time Lock Fortress. Please present your credentials. It has been days since our last accident." And the alarm...
Did the alarm stop?
The alarm stopped and the golems go back to how they were.
I think I have an idea. So, Gerri goes like, "Oh wait, hold on. This is a real neat trick." And he's gonna cast a Mage Hand and hold the seal, just kind of right in front of the thing's face, and just kind of wave everyone over, come on, let's go.
So,
it's
the automaton is very clearly stuck in a loop, right? It gets to the point of trying to validate the credentials and glitches out and then returns to, "Hello, welcome to the Time Lock Fortress. It has been days since, and it just keeps going around and around." It will not perceive any of you as you try to leave.
Nice. But we also don't have the sigil anymore.
Correct.
But once we get past it, then you could use the Mage Hand to then pull the sigil back to where we are.
Yeah, I can just pull it right back.
Oh yeah. That's a great point.
Who would like to try the door?
Not it.
Tzutzi thinks it's not trapped, so I think she would have no reason not to try the door. So she'll pop it open once people start moving towards her.
Okay. The door opens.
God damn it.
I just had a vision in my head of Tzutzi very smugly, see, I checked it for traps, opens the door, and just explodes.
Oh, I mean, I would have been fine if it happened, but based on my roll, she thinks it's fine. So I was I couldn't be ooh, he seems suspicious when I said it, right? I don't know that. Tzutzi doesn't know that I rolled a 9, so yeah.
So, I will give you inspiration for playing your character. Well done.
Thank you.
So, stretching out in front of you is a long, curved hallway that curves to the left. On either side of the hallway, there's periodically some doors. You see 2 doors, one on either side before the hallway curves past where you can see it. The hallway is covered in a layer of dust, and there is a rotted carpet, like rug down the center that is now just completely in disrepair and ruined from the wear and tear of time. It is pitch black.
Like the lighting, you mean?
Yeah, it is dark.
Okay. I think we talked about it. We could all see, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Or is it like magical darkness?
Nope, it is just regular darkness. There is no light source.
And I can actually see further. I can see 120 feet, so I have pretty good vision here.
Well, so the hallway curves right at about 60, so you all can see where the hallway curves around.
Okay.
But right now you see a door on your left, a door on your right, and then the hallway just keeps going.
I have never been tempted to cast Magic Missile more than I am right now.
Take out the darkness.
Yeah. I'm not going
I'm
to.
not there. I'm getting drunk. Are there any girls there? I wish to do them.
Now, I will say, as you draw the sigil back in towards you, the automaton seems to look around, glitch out, and then return to its stasis mode, as there is no one in the room for it to talk to.
I'll close that door behind us, too, just to be safe.
Yeah.
You
Good
do
job,
so.
though, with that idea, Gerri.
Oh, thank you.
This was very smart of you, Gerri. I'm very proud of you. Sometimes you are very smart.
Well, you know, old Jerry's been around for a while, and he's got a pretty good head on his shoulders, and he tries to, like, lean over onto a wall all cool, but misjudges the distance and falls.
You lean onto to Drupe, like you think Drupe is a suit of armor. It's just like stage there.
I lean on the Drupe. Drupe moves a little bit. It startles him, and he falls back.
I meant to do that.
So there appears to be 3 paths. So which path should we go? Which path do you think is the basic path, and which path is like the VIP path?
Oh, well, we should probably check what's behind the doors just in case. Like, it might just be a room instead of like another whole path.
Well, the automaton did say this was a prison, so we don't want to open potentially. Like, what kind of doors are these, Kenny? Are they like just regular wooden doors? It doesn't look like they're like cell doors.
Now that they are not cell doors. They look like they are just stone doors.
Okay.
Different carvings and like decorations than the wall. It's clearly a door, but it is made of stone.
Okay. Never mind. Hammer is at ease.
I do not have tools for breaking open doors, so we may have to find other way to do this if it is locked. But
yeah, well, Drupe just goes up and checks for traps on the left door.
Roll investigation.
Oh, I got a nat 20 plus 2.
Okay.
Hey.
So the door is not trapped and unlocked. Because you rolled a nat 20, you get a wild magic surge.
Oh, wait.
So roll 2d100, please. For a paladin wild magic surge.
oh, this is fun to find out about.
How hilarious would it be if
Sorry, that's 64 and 3.
imagine if you accidentally cast Arcana.
Okay. So 64 and a 3, correct?
Yep.
Alright. Each creature within 50 feet of you gains temporary hit points equal to their age in decades.
Oh, I don't know how old my character is.
I'm
So,
a hamster.
If you are 50,
I'm 300 years old. No.
if you are 50, you gain 5 temporary hit points. Nadir.
Are we rounding up?
Rounded down.
Okay, I'll say she's in her 30s, so I'll give her 3.
Okay.
I'm a hamster.
I'm suddenly the tank.
Gnomes get pretty old, right?
Nadir has more hit points than the rest of you combined.
I just got 65 temporary hit points.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That rules.
That's more than my hit points.
It's more than
Now.
my hit points too.
Yeah.
Whoever
You
knew
just
that.
Not more
became
than mine. I
unkillable.
actually have quite a bit of hit points because I am very tough. I'm a tough owl. I eat lots of protein, she says, looking at Henry.
No.
It makes me very strong.
You're not getting straight from me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Drupe got 9 because he's a little on the younger side of gnomes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, if you oh sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, and then he if that's all good, then he just goes in.
Yep. You open the door. It is dimly lit. You see some ever-burning torches inside of lamps, kind of lining tables in between bookshelves. Rows and rows of bookshelves. You appear to have found a small library.
We got some time, or are we in a rush? Cause I like the books.
This is Drupe's whole thing, is a bunch of knowledge hidden away.
We like the books.
We like the books.
Those do look like some pretty sweet books.
I think Tzutzi's gonna look for a couple of books that she thinks would work for her spell, like books. She's like, oh, this looks like it's worth 25 golden more. So she puts them in her satchel. Everyone else is like, oh, I want to learn things, and so it's like, I want to pronounce these books so I have power later.
You literally
Power
consume
books.
the books as part of the spell. Sure. So,
Yeah, I'll take 3 books until someone stops me.
is Pass Without Trace still up?
Yeah, should be. It's an hour, so you tell me when an hour is
Then
passed.
it's unless you drop concentration, it's going to be up.
Yeah.
Or you guys take a rest.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all enter. You're just perusing.
Yeah, I think Drupe is gonna look for any books that deals with he is a worshiper of Savras, so anything kind of dealing with him.
Sure, you see a few tomes on the nature of the gods themselves and their origin. As you reach out to take the book, it literally starts to crumble to dust, and you see that they are moth-ridden, age-worn, yellowed, and falling apart.
Oh no! What have I done?
You killed the book. You killed
So
knowledge.
as you scream this, at a desk in the middle of this library, you hear a voice. Who said that? Quiet!
Oh no! What have I done?
And you see a yellow large eye attached to a head. Just one large yellow eye. Poke its head up and start looking around.
Gerri dead drops to the floor to try to avoid being seen.
Okay.
Everybody duck. Everybody duck.
I-
I mean, well, I'll put these shorts. And then she drops down to the ground too, just to be
Well,
safe.
so with Pass Without Trace, your passive stealths are pretty ridiculous. So they all get +10.
Yeah.
So, unless you just are trying to be seen, it doesn't see you.
Yeah, Drupe gestures quiet and then points at the door aggressively to leave.
Yeah, I think. Is it in this room? Is there another door leading out in another direction, or is it a self-contained library?
Well, it looks, as best you can tell, a self-contained library, but also there's bookshelves, so you can't see every inch of every wall.
Fair. And also, if you pull on right books, sometimes walls open up.
So, what are you doing?
If the others are moving towards the door, then does anyone move towards the door with them?
I too would be moving towards the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Keeping an eye on the eye.
I'll say go
I
ahead.
told you. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, everybody, just give me a group stealth check. Just to see.
Remember to add 10 to yourself.
Yep.
Oh man, this is gonna be.
I have a 33. How's that feeling?
24.
24.
Yeah.
Ooh.
24 buddies.
15.
I got a 37.
With
Wow.
with +10.
37?
I got a 19 on the die. I have a +8 to stealth, and we have +10.
You're 37? Alright, sorry.
So the lowest was 15. That's with the plus 10?
Yeah, I rolled a 2 plus 3.
Oh my gosh.
Alright. No, it's a group stealth check, so the rest of the group makes up for the difference. You make your way safely out. You beat the 23 perception check that it made.
Oh, wow.
It's like you knock over a book, somebody catches it.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, that's exactly what happened. Like, Nadir about screws it up for everybody, and then whoever had the 30-something is just like, nope.
I love it.
I think, like, for a second, you guys forget that you brought Gerri. Like,
Didn't we have another party member? What the hell?
Yeah, it's me, right here, remember?
So, you're all back in the hallway.
Drupe, I have told you multiple times, when we are sneaking into a place, do not shout out things. Sometimes there are things that hear you.
But I was trying a book.
It probably wasn't their only copy.
Okay.
No, there are probably plenty of copies for them to destroy. Okay, so let's try the other door then, perhaps?
As you go to try the door, do any of you check for traps?
I think I would, yeah.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Oh, that's a natural 1. So,
Alright, well,
yeah.
you are positive this is not trapped. Roll 2d100, please.
Yep.
Your cleric?
Yep. Alright, so... Oh, shoot. Okay, one was a 76 and one was an 11. It's like 7 11, but plus a 6.
I'm just going to go ahead and roll this now. Okay. Nothing happens.
Oh, no. Oh. That seems like a lie.
Well, nothing happens.
Okay.
Oh, that worries me so much more.
Yeah, me too.
That didn't make it sound any better.
Yeah.
No, it sure didn't.
So.
No, it's not this way. It was this way, actually.
The door is definitely not trapped.
Okay. I think the door is fine. I think we are having good luck with door. I'm gonna try to use because I'm so confident the door is not trapped. I'm gonna try to use thaumaturgy to blow it open.
Okay, the door slams open. Wham! Very loudly.
I thought. Well, I guess you didn't yell.
Inside this room, it was not trapped. Inside this room, you see rows of shelves with just a hodgepodge collection of items. You see bat guano, incense, a little tiny ziggurat. You see, like, bags of different kinds of herbs. You recognize this is the component room, right? As well as general supplies. You see, like, tattered and worn bed sheets, crates of what looks to be quills and blank paper. All of it is very old. Most of it is unusable. Yeah, you have found the storage room.
Magic boys, would you like to look for things that you could possibly use while we are here, or should we just move on?
Yeah, Nadir's already scrounging through stuff.
Alright, roll perception as you look for just anything of value.
I'm doing great tonight. 12.
So, looking through, you find a few usable things, but nothing that has, like, a gold value to it.
Okay. Still good stuff for the pouch.
Yeah.
It's old as shit, but it's usable.
What'd you just say about me?
Yeah, exactly.
I will say, Gerri picks up the guano and it says, like, people have always told me that guano's crazy, but I just think it's pretty batshit.
Yep.
We all take psychic damage.
Alright, well, it's a good one shot, and everybody have a good night. Goodbye. No,
I regret nothing.
So shall we go down the hallway then and see what is to be found this way?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, let's go with this.
So as you walk for a little further, you curve around the hallway. You find 2 more sets of doors, one on either side. As you're just making your way down the hall.
I elect Tzutzi to continue to open all the doors. We've had nothing but good luck.
This worked out so
check
well.
the doors. Yeah, I'll check the doors again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do the one on the right, I guess.
Okay. Door on the right. Roll to check.
Okay, that's gonna be a 9.
It is definitely not trapped.
Okay. I will try to open it quietly, realizing that I did make a loud noise when I used thaumaturgy before. But sure, that was me leaning into my 1. So yeah, I will quietly open the door this time.
All right, go ahead and roll stealth.
Okay, that is. So that's what, 29?
Yeah, sure. So somehow this massive stone door opens completely silently. Inside this room is what appears to be a large work area. There is a space for training casting spells on target dummies. There is tables laid out where you can write down looks like spell copying or scroll creating. Looks like it's general. If there was a mage version of a lounge area, this is it.
I'll look around for usable scrolls that I can give to our wizards.
Sure, roll a perception check.
For wizard and sorcerer. It's another natural 1.
Well,
let me get my chaos dice out. I'm using the Chef Mike dice that I've got, Chef Mike Haraj, and I've got. So every time I roll a 1, it says 86, and it's extra. That's extra disheartening.
Nice.
All right, so that is a 32 and a 93.
32 and 93.
If you say nothing happens again, I'm going to be really freaked out about the future of this game.
All right. What is the most valuable thing you're carrying right now?
Oh no!
I'm carrying. Oh, well, I bought diamonds for some of my spell components.
What is the biggest diamond?
Let's see here. Let me go to my inventory.
Oh, that's...
Yep.
That's rough.
I have 300 gold piece diamonds.
One of them turns to sand.
Yeah.
Now I
Those
have
were...
Well, I can only revive one of you now, 2 of you now, so sorry.
Yeah.
I
I
lived a long life. I lived a good life.
Needless to say, you don't find anything.
Yeah.
I call bullshit.
I got a little bit lighter now. That's good news. Does somebody else want to investigate the other doors? I feel like I'm dice talking at this point, so if anybody else wants to do that instead of me, I don't want to be the only one doing stuff.
Yeah, Nadir will go around poking some drawers, look for whatever.
Same roll. Perception.
It is a synthetic 20.
Okay. So you're going around, rifling through doors, digging through papers. As you get to a particular stack of papers, a lot of them are old and turning to dust. Not all of them, though. There are some that are still fairly preserved. There is one, it looks to be a notebook. As you open it carefully, you quickly snap it shut. Because as you see on the first page, explosive runes has been inscribed. And so you manage to just gently flip past that page, and in the journal itself, there's a lot written, but in a language you don't know.
Is there any any illustration or any way to determine kind of what the sort of theme of this journal might be?
Sure. So as you're flipping, you flip the pages looking for pictures. Sure. Being very careful about explosive runes, looks like it was only on the first page. You do find a sketch, and it looks to be a diagram of the prison itself.
Oh, cool.
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay, before I roll this, I have to know, since this is in Nadir's past, does he have that staff that you gave me at the beginning of the game yet?
He does not.
Okay, alright. Oh, that doesn't matter, natural 20.
Okay, well, let's resolve the wild magic surge first.
Oh boy.
So 2d20.
Burning hands.
2d100, I mean.
Yeah,
fireball right now.
The deer is turned into a chicken.
45 and 83.
45 and 83. You and every creature within 50 feet cast Expeditious Retreat on yourself.
Okay.
Huh, neat.
Wait, are we 50 feet away from the eye?
Well, first of all, this does not require concentration. It lasts the full 10 minutes. It just is an effect that you have.
I don't remember what it does.
Basically, as a bonus action, you can dash.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Cool.
We're chicken shit's a lot easier.
Isn't this basically just the same thing as before?
Do you have a degree in marketing? Because I have a degree in marketing.
He's got you there, Doubletail. Your only degree's in the School of Hard Knocks.
Sure, whatever. Paycheck's a paycheck, I guess.
That's the spirit.
Thanks for listening to Bard Rock Cafe. We have the best fans. Remember to follow us on social media so you never miss an update, and be sure to check out our sponsor, Dragon Master Games, for your TTRPG needs. If you aren't already, consider subscribing to the show on Ko-fi to help cover production costs. Subscribers get special rewards like their own channels on the podcast Discord, personalized messages in the mid-roll ad spot, and more. And of course, we're partnered with FanRoll, whose wide variety of dice and other tabletop accessories are sure to have something unique to add to your table. Links to all that stuff can be found in the show notes.
Okay, now in the promo with your patented people's wink.
We did this bit already, but sure. I wink in a podcast, and it's really good.
It's called a callback. Thanks for doing the ad read, Barry.
I told you not to call me Barry.
Until next time, everyone, rock on.